Mrs. Farmer says that for 4 years she's been her husband's biggest fan. So who are these other women on his VIP list? Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone.
Your Honor, the case of Farmer v. Farmer.
Thank you so very much. Hello again, everyone. Mrs. Farmer, Mr. Farmer. I understand you've been together and married for 4 years. You have a blended family. Our plaintiff has 4 children from a prior relationship, and the defendant has 8 children from a prior relationship, but there are no children together.
No, ma'am.
That still means that this is a family in crisis. Why are we in court today, Mrs. Farmer?
We're here today because I refuse to be anybody's fool. There's a lot of red flags, unsupportiveness, and suspicious behaviors that I just need answers. And if I don't get the answers I want a divorce.
I see you brought divorce papers to court.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Farmer, your wife is serious. What do you say, sir?
I understand that. I love my wife. I'm here to fight for my marriage. The stuff that she's saying is not true. And I'm here to prove that I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay, well, this is the place to prove that. Why don't you all take me back? Ms. Farmer, you brought this case. Tell me a little bit about how you all married and what got us to the point where we're in divorce court.
We met when I was working at a store. He kept coming in the store trying to talk to me. I was in a relationship. When I got out of that relationship, I ended up going on social media. We ended up finding each other through a dating app. We went on a date. And when we went on that date, I knew he was my man. So after that day, I told him, move in. Let's
What?
be together.
Within 24 hours?
Yes, and then we got married within 5 months.
Ms. Farmer, let me be real clear. Now, I heard of love at first sight, but you need to find out a person's social security number before you move them into your crib. Love at first sight is one thing. I mean, is that how it happened for you, Mr. Farmer?
That's definitely how it happened. You know how, like on the cartoon, it was just like, bow, chicka, wow, wow. Soon I seen it. That was my baby. I knew it. So I married her. There was no to it.
So now I'm trying to figure this out because you all are just learning each other. After the first date, you barely know each other's middle name. So you had children, Mrs. Farmer.
Yes, ma'am.
Were your children living in the home at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you had minor children and you thought it was smart to move somebody into your home with minor children after knowing them
When
for
we
a day?
first met, he was everything.
Okay,
He was
explain
good.
to me what that means, he was everything.
He would have my stuff out when I got out for work. I worked night shift.
Okay.
Long hours. He would have my towel, my pajamas, water running for me when I got off of work. Then all of a sudden things started to change.
Ah, so then some red flags happened.
Red flags started happening.
Okay, why don't you walk me through that?
For instance, one day I got off work. I'm knocking on the door to be let in.
Wait a minute, to your own house?
Yeah. I end up crawling through my window, finding him asleep, going through his phone, finding out you were just texting somebody like 8 minutes ago. I found out he was telling this female good morning. There were cash apps involved.
What do you mean cash apps involved?
He was receiving cash apps from this female, like money.
Tag, you're it, Mr. Farmer. Why are you receiving money from other women?
All right, because say if we needed the money and we didn't have it and I had no interest in the woman, I can get the money from her and I'll give it to my baby.
So here's my question. What kind of man takes money from one woman to give to another woman while he's there? How would you describe that kind of man?
I mean, but it looked bad, but
No,
it's not
that's
as
'cause
bad.
it is bad.
It's not as bad as it
No,
looks.
it's pretty
though.
bad. It's about as bad as it gets, because I'm going to tell you what it sounds like,
What it
trifling.
sound like? It
You
is,
know what
man.
the word trifling is? You know what trifling means?
I know what trifling means.
Okay, let me see where you from. Oh, you from North Carolina. That's where I'm from. You definitely know what trifling is. Trifling, when your grandmother tells you, ooh, that is just trifling, you know exactly what that means.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Because that shows a lack of integrity on your part. That you would take money, almost gaslighting one female into believing that there's a chance that you have a relationship with that female and you are leading that female down the primrose path while you over here kicking it with the now Mrs. Farmer. Do you see where my point is?
I understand your point.
How you understand her point, but you can't understand my point when I'm telling it to you?
Have you had this conversation, Mrs. Farmer?
I've had this conversation plenty times. That's how we ended up here.
But also, you say that he has been unsupportive.
Very unsupportive. I have supported everything this man has wanted to do from the time we met. He wanted a boxing career. He wanted a boxing team. He was training boxers. I helped him travel these boxers. I helped him with the equipment. I helped him set up. I helped him recruit people.
Was this also financial support as well as emotional support?
It was both.
Okay. And so you felt like you were a supportive partner in that regard.
I was very supportive, and all I asked him to do was support me in being a CNA.
So let me just turn to Mr. Farmer on this. Do you agree that she was supportive as you were pursuing this boxing?
I do agree. She was very supportive. She's a very supportive wife. I could never take that from her. With me boxing, it's my passion. Like, they pick them up, I lay them down, and she was there for me. But with her saying I'm not supportive, I'm supportive. I feel I'm supportive of everything that she wants, everything that she does.
It's not supportive of what I want, because all I wanted to do was be a CNA, and here we are 4 years later. I still have not met my goal. And every time I go to meet my goal, it's an issue. We start arguing, and then when I go to take my test, I fail.
You might not be a CNA. But
so help me to understand what you need in order to accomplish your goal, what you asked of your husband, and what you did not receive.
I asked him to help me study. I asked him to help me when I go, just let me be focused. I asked him to support me the same way I supported him. And in the same way I supported him, he did not support me back. Because if he had supported me back, we accomplished all his goals. I put my goals on the back burner for his. He couldn't put his on the back burner for me.
Your honorableness of honor, okay? Listen, that is not true. She got a selective memory, okay? I had flashcards. I know some stuff. She might not be a CNA.
One time out of 3, you helped me study. The other times, we had the biggest argument of our relationship.
This can't be the only thing, because I understand that there are other indications.
Suspicious behavior.
What's suspicious behavior?
When you come home and with your check, where's the money at? The math ain't math. It don't add up with your hours.
This can't be the only thing, because I understand that there are other indications of him not being supportive.
What's suspicious behavior?
Suspicious behavior, like when you come home and with your check, where's the money at? The math ain't math. It don't add up with your hours.
The math might not be mathing, because all right, think about this. I'm going to work. Sometimes they cut our check. I don't want to come home with a little check.
But you come home with a little check before.
I don't want. But I stay gone because I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss about
Your Honor,
not
we went
being
from
able to bring in.
to 80-20.
50-50 meaning when you all decided to set up housekeeping together, you all would pay 50-50 on the bills. Correct?
Then all of a sudden, everything became on me. I had to work overtime. I couldn't get my hair done, my nails done. I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do.
My people from boxing. I lost my people. I was taking people. I was flying people out. I was driving people in. I had it going. I was getting in, knocking them out myself, and it just slipped off.
And so, because one door closed, what prohibited you from looking for other opportunities?
Nothing. I looked and I went hard. I found some jobs, but they just weren't to my criteria. I tried my best.
Wait a minute. When you say it wasn't to your criteria, were they not paying?
He wasn't going to work.
Because that's my criteria. Does the job pay?
True.
Okay, my criteria is if my family needs the light bills paid and the cable bill paid and my children need to eat, the criteria for a job is, will there be a check at the end of the week? That's the only criteria that a man or a woman who is a supportive partner should be using.
But with less hours and a smaller check, that just make me feel like less of a man.
I don't even believe he was going to work, Your Honor.
Wait a minute, I'm going to go back to makes you feel like less of a man.
Made me, yes. With me bringing home a smaller check, it made me feel like less of a man, because I feel like a man should bring in way more than 50-50. But I wasn't able to do that with the jobs that I was getting. And instead of her understanding, she would just nag me about it. And I try to get her to understand that, but she just wouldn't.
So here's my question. What did you do when you realized that you were not going to be making the same amount of money as you had previously made? What did you do?
I kind of crashed out, honestly.
Help me to understand how your family's supposed to exist when you, as the man, because I'm using your phrase.
No, a couple of months, not years.
No,
a
ma'am.
couple of months of
He
me
knew I
not
was
working.
gonna do it, so he
I
slacked
had
off.
her stuff. I had her stuff ready for work. I did what I was supposed to do at the house. It was like I was a house dad. I made sure the kids were good.
And then
I
he
did my
started to
thing.
slack off. Things started to change. He didn't keep up with it. That was just at the beginning.
Because you treated me like I wasn't a man. You treated me like I was just a housewife.
Because I was basically being the man in the relationship. I was working. I was paying the bills. I was doing everything.
Because I couldn't, so that make it fair for you to...
Yeah, but excuse me, because I'm not going to go back and forth with y'all on who's the man and who's not. It's a family. I had to look back at my court notes. It says farmer versus farmer. This is a husband and a wife. So your partnership should be much stronger
That's my baby.
than that. But you can continue to say that's my baby. But you're not acting in that manner, sir. And a man does not demand respect, he commands respect.
Because, Your Honor, he's a child. This is what I deal with. This is how we ended up here. This is every day. It's always excuses. It's never what he's done. It's always a reason why, and it's never a good reason.
It sounds like you don't trust him.
I don't trust him at all, Your Honor. He was asleep one day. I pick up his phone. It rang. It's a female asking for a ride to work. Why is a female getting a ride to work from you in my car?
She said, hey, I'll give you gas money if you take me. I didn't want that girl. That girl shaped like a chicken nugget.
There was a situation with the location. He always wants me to have my location on. He always has his location on, so we know where each other are at all times. One point in time, his location is off. This man's supposed to be at work. I'm trying to look at his location, GPS, where he's at. He's not at work because his location is off. And then when I call, baby, I'm gonna call you right back. Baby, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm getting rushed off the phone. And I never get a call back.
But wait a minute, I thought your hours were reduced. You need to be at the ready when the phone ring.
When the phone ring and if I'm at work, I cannot talk at work.
I agree with that.
They will fire me for that.
I 100%
So I tell
agree.
her I have to go. But with her selective memory, I have told her this and she forgets.
When he's coming home with low checks, basically no money, it doesn't add up. If you're at work, then your money's gonna add up to you being at work. My money adds up to me being at work. His location, him answering the phone saying, baby, I'm gonna call you back, I'm at work. Your checks come in, they're short.
So Mr. Farmer says that when his financial contribution was diminished, he took on additional responsibilities in the home. Did you see those additional responsibilities? Does he take care of the things he needs to take care of?
For the time that they lasted, but they didn't even last long, to the point where I was doing everything. And then not to mention, when he was at work, what was he doing while he was at work? Because he was asleep one day. I pick up his phone, it rang. It's the female asking for a ride to work. Why is a female getting a ride to work from you in my car?
That's a gas. That's a win-win situation. She said, hey, I'll give you gas money if you take me. I didn't want that girl. That girl shaped
Your
like
Honor,
a chicken nugget.
I confronted this woman. I confronted this woman and I asked her, why are you asking a married man for a ride to work? And she told me, it's not a good look for a married man to be riding with a single woman. She said it's not a good look for a married man to be doing a lot of things with a single woman.
She's not my type.
That was her response that she gave me.
And that embarrassed me. That embarrassed me
Mr.
so
Farmer,
bad
let me
at
tell you
work.
something. You never give a person outside your marriage ammunition to go inside your marriage.
And
that's what
that.
you just did.
And I learned
You gave multiple females ammunition to terrorize your family. You've given a woman the ability to publicly humiliate your wife and say, I send your man money. That's number one. You've given another woman the ability to say, your man gets up and takes me to work every day in your car. That's number two. You've given another woman the ability to say that in the morning, your man says good morning to me before he says good morning to you. That's number three.
I'm here because I feel like he should take a lie detector test because I want answers. All of these answers he gives, as you see, they don't make sense. They don't add up.
Well, Mrs. Farmer, we offered your husband the ability to take a polygraph examination because you petitioned the court that you wanted answers. And so we did make that offer. Mr. Farmer, you declined.
So what you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I don't have anything to hide.
Excuse me, but you declined to take the polygraph examination.
I declined because I get nervous. If you nervous, it's gonna mess it up anyway. It's gonna turn into a lie.
Sir, I'm gonna tell you the question that I was prepared to ask you during the examination was, are you or have you had intimate relationships with someone other than your wife since you've been married that she does not know about?
No, I can honestly say that.
But you declined.
I did decline. But no, that is
You could have honestly said it to a lie detector test, and it could have saved a whole lot of what's going on.
I'm just nervous.
No, sir, there's not a reason to be nervous. I'm sitting right here. I'm not carrying a gun or a knife.
You might not
There's
be
no
carrying
reason
a gun,
to be.
but you carrying a gavel.
Yes, I'm carrying a gavel, and you know what that gavel says? You lying.
Oh.
Mrs. Farmer, I'm gonna say this to you. You came to the court, convinced your husband had betrayed you, and today you were seeking answers, correct? Mr. Farmer, you say you were here to save your marriage.
Yes.
We offered you the opportunity to do that because your wife said she sought answers to questions, legitimate questions, that she should be able to get answers to. You declined to provide those answers. That speaks volumes, Mrs. Farmer.
I got the paperwork. I'm ready.
I heard you brought divorce papers to court.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like me to serve them?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't get any answers that I came here for. All I got was more lies.
Mr. Farmer, your wife wants me to serve the papers.
Well, why? That's not true.
You knew the agreement when we came here. You were supposed to tell the truth. You were supposed to take a lie detector test and prove to me that you were not lying.
And I did tell the truth.
You declined to take the test and then came here and still lied. You lied to me, you lied to the judge, you lied to everybody. You just a liar.
Oh, my God.
That's called a closing statement. Corey, retrieve the papers, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Farmer versus Farmer. Complaint for an absolute divorce. It is 100% filled out properly, and Mrs. Farmer has signed those papers. All it needs to do is be served. Serve the papers.
Yes, ma'am. You've been served.
Mr. and Mrs. Farmer, marriage is built on mutual respect, transparency, and commitment. When one partner repeatedly withholds the truth and refuses to engage in meaningful communication, the other one is left with emotional turmoil and uncertainty. That's what we have in this situation right here, Mr. Farmer. I think your wife has made reasonable efforts to get to the bottom of what's going on in your marriage, but it doesn't seem like you really are participating. And you say you came to court to save your marriage, but you didn't do anything to move that process forward. I don't care about you refusing to take the lie detector test because I think your refusal to take the lie detector test actually is the answer that you came for.
It is. Thank you.
At this point, the truth has been revealed. The case is over.
Come on, babe.
Nope.
Come on now. We really gonna do this.
You lied
We really
to me.
doing
You
this.
got me on TV and you embarrassed me.
Made in Georgia.